And I would like to share with you what God did on a recent trip to Spain that I took in the month of July. So during the month of July, I went to Salamanca, Spain, and it was an unofficial mission trip. It was something that God sent me on. The mission of my trip was to spend extra alone time with God, to be just away from my responsibilities in the United States, to spend a time with people in the church that I have been involved with 4 different times there in Salamanca, to remain committed there. That's all I knew, and the rest of it was a big question mark. God sent me there by giving me recurring dreams. I had about 14 recurring dreams, and then when I decided to book the flight in faith, I ended up getting money towards my trip. So the money that I got towards my trip came from extra tutoring hours that came up on my job, free car repairs, a generous flight credit that I had gotten several years earlier, and a low-cost Airbnb. It was my 5th time there. I already had a community there, but I met a lot more people. And one thing that ended up happening on the trip is that God allowed me to do an interview on a Christian radio station there in Salamanca. And after I did the first airing on there, they asked me to do reoccurring broadcasts. So I do a broadcast every other week, and I have a time slot that airs every week, so it's repeated every 2 weeks. The significance of this is that, of these weekly broadcasts, is that more people are hearing the truth of the gospel in Spain, as well as hearing the biblical truth. Only 1% of the Spanish population in Spain are active churchgoers. And many of the actual active churchgoers are from Latin America. About 59% of people in Spain believe there is a God, but are not active churchgoers. Also, there is a very strong religiosity that is works-based and not based on the gospel. As far as the significance for me, God allowed me to be more rooted in my identity in Christ, and to accept myself more for my values and my strengths, as well as my flaws, and just to own them. Also, more boldness has been put into me, more confidence, more just avoidance of distractions, and more discernment to know what certain distractions are in my life, and more steadfastness to go after the things that God has for me in my life. I also have more of a tenacity to just fit into my life what fits into God's destiny for me in every season. I also will be reading the Bible more in Spanish, and connecting more with the Spanish-speaking community, doing more ministry with the Spanish-speaking community here in the United States. The broadcasts, I will be doing the bi-weekly broadcasts in Spanish, and I record them, and then I upload them. Then they are put on the radio. I also will be investing more into playing guitar and singing as well. So I just wanted to share this, and it was just a really great time. I definitely rested a lot while I was there, and I didn't really sightsee a lot. I did take one trip to Orense, which is in northern Spain, and a lot of people do the Camino de Santiago. I definitely will be doing the Camino de Santiago someday in my life. It is like a long walk where you walk through several cities, and you can just do your own kind of route, and you meet a lot of really cool people on that. So anyway, thank you.